Hey, so I'm showing my face because I always like to see people's faces when I look at videos. I am not, I'll preface this by saying I am not a professional anything related to vehicles. I've worked on cars since I've owned them. I've learned a lot from these YouTube videos and all that fun stuff. And I was able to do my Mazda Speed 6. I was able to put in a whole new turbo exhaust, or I should say exhaust manifold, or turbo manifold, convert to a front mount intercooler, did all kinds of stuff on there before it died on me. But that wasn't my fault. It had some other unknown issues, but I've done a lot, and in this garage actually. But anyway, right now I've got a 1987 Kawasaki Ninja 750R, and I'm finding there's not a lot of information on these, especially on YouTube, in terms of mods or how-tos or things. What I got was a deal from a guy where he just didn't want it anymore, and the engine had a problem, and he found that one of the internal sprocket gear teeth got all messed up, had been missing, so it didn't start right, whatever. He ended up getting a parts bike with a good engine, at least to his knowledge it was a good engine, and whatnot, and he sold the frame, or gave the frame away. I didn't think anybody would want to buy it. I was like, oh, sweet. But I got the whole deal, everything for like $700. So I got a whole extra set of like wheels and all kinds of stuff. So I've done the engine swap part of it, which was interesting, with the help of a friend, and for my first time doing all that stuff. And I'm going to show you some of the things I'm working on, and hopefully these videos can help some other people. Nice little Ninja 750R. There's the exhaust. Ignore the pry bar. I was prying off. Somebody had actually screwed in external heat shield around the exhaust or something. But what this video is here, or what I'll show you a little bit of what I've done, I should say, and what I intend to do. We'll move my exhaust out of the way here, and ignore all the junk in my garage. Isn't that what garages are for? So I ended up going ahead and doing the AirPods. I had a problem in that the airbox, the grommets that are in the airbox were just old, and they just kept sliding right off the carburetor, so they wouldn't stay on there. And I, after doing some research, first of all, those things are like 25 bucks, or not 25 bucks, they were like 40 bucks a piece, 45 bucks if you can find them, all of them, because it's, two of one, two go left, two go right, anyway. So it was going to be $200 for some rubber circles, or 50 bucks for the AirPods. On top of that, in order to get the airbox in here, we had to rock the engine forward to slide things around, because it was just so hard trying to slide the carburetor out and do it. If you've worked on these kinds of things, you've known that pain. And so I opted just to do this. Now, the other thing is, I know, or the carbs are all stock, or I should say stock, but we de-Californiaized it. So I've gotten rid of all of the California carb stuff because I'm in Washington, and I don't think that stuff's really that big a deal. Anyway, we de-Californiaized it, and then so this is now stock for that. Once we get it up and running, I'm going to do some modification on the airflow here. I've seen some other people talk about that, and that makes a lot of sense, because that's the problem, is too much airflow. And so you can put things inside of them. I've seen some people put electrical tape on the outside. I'd rather do something on the inside, but once I get there, hopefully I'll post that up. But right now, the issue is my exhaust. I think this stock exhaust looks really crappy. It had these heat shields they'd put over top of it, and it was all loose and looked nasty. You can see these dents and things, and well, welcome to a 33-year-old bike, right? So I'm gonna try to clean it up a little bit, but most of the rust and things, all that stuff's gonna be hidden, and it should be fine for a while. But what I'm noticing is all these slip-on exhausts are all designed for current model type vehicles that don't have welded on pipes. I don't know if this is welded on. There's nothing that appears to show how this is attached other than rivets. A little bit hard to tell. So I got to go get a cut-off wheel from an angle grinder, and I'm just going to cut these bad boys off and see what's inside there and see what it looks like, and I'll try to show you guys all what it looks like. And so hopefully it will help you if you happen to have a 1987 Kawasaki Ninja 750R. So yeah, so I've got some of the eBay mufflers that I'm going to put on here. I've seen some other people talk about them, and they seem to be fine, right? I'm definitely trying to do this on the cheap because my intent is to sell this and see if I can break even or make a little bit of money. But the idea was to learn about this whole process of taking a bike apart and putting it back together. And if I can learn it and have a little bit of fun riding it for a couple months and then sell it and make a few $100 or break even, I'd be totally game for that. If I was going to keep it, I thought about actually painting the whole thing black, you know, do that nice matte black sort of thing. But I don't think I'd be satisfied with that. I'd have to tear the whole thing apart and really do it differently. But anyway, so there's my sweet bike that I'm still working on, and hopefully this has been helpful. Have a great day.